Not in that box. No, 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 no. All right, 4 packages. This is the big one. We'll wait for the big one. If you're one of those people who's like, I don't want to see any of this shit, you skip to the big one. You have that option. I don't. Well, I have a question for the comments, because, you know, people always like, you ask questions in the comments that interacts with the viewers. If you could sleep until an event, would you do it? Like, if there was a and this is a stupid example, but if there's a concert coming up and you really want to do it, but it's 2 months away, would you hit the button and let you sleep for exactly like 1 month and 30 days and get up and be like, whoa? But it doesn't extend your life. You've just thrown that month and a half away, or 2 months away. Would you do it? Are you that impatient a person? I don't think I could ever do it. Like, there's never like, oh man, I can't wait to see you, baby. This year's gonna be hell. Or, as an alternative, what I think people would go for is if there was a drug that could make you forget, like a certain thing. Like if you were doing like basic training, maybe you went to war, the hell of war, 3 years of your life, take this pill, gone. Like the Men in Black machine. Loctite. I could finally start assembling my gurn, although I have a trigger problem with my gurn. And the hyperfire trigger sits up too high and I can't, the hammer is too high and it won't work quite, that's the thing. It's blue, it's for your screws. It's like when you screw in like a screw on a knife and it keeps getting loose. Actually, I do have to put that on something on my little Ruger. Because that shit always loosens up and it's fucking annoying. The safety on my little Ruger 22 Mark IV. Just constantly falling off. I thought this was lube for a second. I was a little bit nervous. Like, oh my god, a bottle of lube. Kinky. No, it's Junior Watson's, J.R. Watkins. Remedies for body. Foaming hand soap. Savon pour les mousse. Massant cherry citron. Free from parabens and carcinogens. Anyway, I like fancy hand soap in my bathroom, and I like good smells. And I've tried a couple other ones, and it was time to try one that I can get on Amazon, because if I can get on Amazon, I don't have to wait for it. It almost landed on the table. Okay, next. My mom and pop fucking hardware store I used to buy my soap closed because the guy retired. So, I mean, F that. It's very consistent arcs we've got going on. This. So, if you don't know, I have an August smart lock on my other apartment. I bought another August smart lock for this apartment. And this keypad will give me cancer in the state of California. And birth defects. I love birth defects. They're my favorite type of defect. Anyway. I hate these sleeve boxes. You have to like... What are you doing? I need an onion. A sphere works. There we go. Pasta, link to an onion in the description. She hates that. But I'm doing it anyway. See if you can find me a live onion. Boom. This was actually the nicest looking one. It's a little thick. It's a bit thick, boy. But this is a keypad to access, so I could put it out in the hallway. I think it's magnetic. Is that magnetic? Nope. That would have been cool if that was magnetic. And I'm going to probably put out the hallway and I'll have a code. And the code, I think I should be able to have it say, this code opens both doors. This code opens just one door. Which if like I have someone coming to feed my cat, like if I'm out, they know the code to open just this door to feed my cat. They don't have to go into my bedroom and touch where I sleep and put my pee-pee. But, and then there's one push locking. So when I leave, instead of like, oh, I got to get my keys out, I got to lock this door. That, I guess, wasn't supposed to... They really should inform me there's nothing under there, because I just yanked this box apart. This has been a very difficult package for me. Little screws. Let's actually tear this thing asunder, or just slide it out of its sleeve. August smart key. So that's just rubber. I'm assuming this pops out somehow. Is that a thingy? Oh god. There we go. Oh, look. Pre-installed with 2 batteries. You pull them out. I'm not going to do that yet. Are these Duracells? Duracell OEM, not for resale. Anyway, so you mount this wherever you mount this. And it is waterproof. This is designed to go outdoors. It's outdoors rated. You mount this somewhere. I'll probably end up sticking magnets on it and then putting on my fucking washing machine or something. And I should be able to control both smart locks directly. And when I leave, I hit the button, both locks lock, walk away. If I come back, I don't want to be dicking for my keys. Or you could set it up with a smart lock if it detects your phone on the Wi-Fi. If the MAC address on your phone comes in, you can have it just unlock your doors. So that's like, I should get that tested first. It's pretty. This wasn't even that expensive. It was like 45 bucks. The locks themselves, well, I actually paid over 200 for the one in there, and now I bought the 3rd generation in silver, and it comes with another unit that I didn't actually need, but it was still like only $160, which is way less for the newest revision. So that should make my life easier. I'm wondering if I can get multiple of these. Keep one like in the thing, because if I'm going to bed and I'm like, did I lock the other apartment? I could pull up my phone, or I could yell at Alexa. This is the kind of package that I actually look forward to. It's not headphone related. It's not even gun related mostly. This was a spur of the moment. You know what I don't have a good one of? Binoculars. I remember as a kid, my father had this huge pair of binoculars, and my uncle had an even bigger pair of these like navy binoculars that were like this tall, and you would like 32 power, and you would hold them up, and I was like, oh, it was great. We took them to Wildwood, New Jersey. We'd look at the ocean, look into windows, look in the windows on the ocean. That's always, this is the weakest piece of tape. So I start just, because I'm doing gun stuff, and I know the brands that make the best scopes, and they're all like $3,000. And I start looking, and sure enough, there are really expensive binoculars by these companies. And I'm like, God, do I want to spend like $1,000 on a fucking Steiner pair of binoculars, or what's the other one? Leopold. It's like, ugh. And then, if you don't know, my brother has Pasta. You're going to link my brother's Patreon, which is C-Does, and he does rifle scopes and red dot scopes. He just does scope reviews, because gun reviews on YouTube are bad news, but scopes themselves, no one's going to complain about that. And he's got his own private Patreon and Patreon chat. And one of the people in there was like, hey, I love binoculars. My mother loves bird watching, so I bought her this gift. And he bought his mother these, or another version. This is actually one of the cheaper versions. And it's a Canon image stabilizing binocular. And that to me is like, okay, you can have a good binocular, you have a shitty binocular, and you have a better binocular with really nice glass and it's super clear. But if it's still shaky like every other binocular, that ain't the future, motherfucker. This is the future. This is the future right here. And my biggest problem was, it was in this, there were over $1,000 ones, and there was these, which was 488 or 630. And it's a 2-power difference between 10x and 12x. And I spent a little bit extra, and I got the fucking 12x, because if I'm gonna spend over $300 on a binocular, I'm going to get one that is going to see everything. And because Princess Pasta threw a dart slightly wrong and didn't hit Hawaii, now we might be going to Alaska. You can check that out on her Patreon, although I'm pretty sure the voting's over. USA and Canada only. So since I'm going to be going to Alaska, possibly on a cruise, possibly on just getting a fucking cabin and living there for 3 or 4 days, I decided I want to see the wildlife. And this was a great excuse. Panasonic batteries. A great excuse to spend $600 fucking dollars on a pair of binoculars.
Here's your reminder. Release the cooking video.
Already? Is it Friday? It is Friday. No matter how good the
Here's your reminder. Release the cooking video.
And my phone dings. No matter how good a lens is, if it's not image stabilized, wow, that is a that's metal. That's like sharp machined metal. That is gorgeous. It's crooked too. How do you fuck that up, Canon? How do you like make this amazing like laser? Like that's ground down and that's laser etched, and it's polished and slightly sharp and rough, and it's crooked on my fucking bag. You just that's life. That's life. No matter how polished it is, you know you're gonna fuck it up. So yeah, I would see this is not a bad strap. It's not like a bad carry case. I'd probably change. Actually, can I change this out? No, it's pretty much locked. But I like this design. If you pull down to the side. These probably aren't going to be charged right now. And another thing, if the image stabilization, because it's obviously battery powered, you need active. The Canon, the reason it's a Canon is because optical image stabilization is what they put in their lenses. Which is why when you get a Canon SLR and you take a picture and you're like, it's a perfect picture because the lenses are literally fucking doing this to correct. So that's why they're doing it and Steiner's not. I would love to see a collaboration between like Leopold and Steiner to take this technology and put it in there. Oh, they are, and they're not huge either. That was another concern of mine, is that they'd be huge. Oh, look at that. There's your optical adjustment. Here's the body of your unit. Button. Focus. Battery. Does this just take double A's? It just takes double A's. I didn't even dawn on me that it comes with Panasonics. I was thinking this was going to take like a proprietary Canon camera battery. Holy shit, my brain was off. I was in complain mode. That means I could just plug this in and make it go. Up on the left, down on the right. It's like instructions you get in bed. Oh, yeah. So let's see. Front has no covers, which is mildly... Like, I think I'd prefer like a little cover. By the way, the 10 is literally these extensions don't exist and it ends there. That's, I paid almost $200 to make that longer. Relatively light. I like the feel. It's got this nice, made in Japan. Made in motherfucking Japan. I'm hard as a rock. I'm gonna go look right at her ass. All right, let's see. So we got caps for the back, which very, very long strain relief on the eyes. So we have to adjust them. I wish this sort of locked it. I feel like I'm gonna want, it's not easy to turn these, so I think that they would stay where you put them. Okay, image stabilization is not on. Can I focus as close as to see Millam's ass? I cannot. Let's look outside. Let's see if ham sandwiches are on sale. Hold on. Adjusting focus. Adjusting the width. Oh, they're nice and clear. They're bright as hell. All right, I'm going to hold the button down. Oh, you have to hold it down? Wow, that makes all of the difference in the world. Holy shit. All right, I'm going to try to do a thing. You people are going to, I'm going to try to do a thing for you. Here we go. Okay, come on, baby. You got this. That is not working at all, is it? Oh, wait, there we go. That's sort of it. Okay, where are we? Okay, that's without image stabilization. And that's with image stabilization. Look at that. Look at that fucking stabilization. And then without stabilization. So that's what looking through binoculars looks like. It's like, oh, see that dude. Where's that dude doing? And now stabilization on. Oh, these are so fucking worth $600. Oh my god. Oogads. It's so, and you have to hold the button. Like, there's off, on. That is fucking smooth, bro. Versus that. Wow. Zeos is impressed. Zeos' impression. And I guess I'm going to get used to having to hit that. There is a little reset button there. I wish it had like a click on and maybe it would auto off. I mean, how fast is it going to murder these batteries? Alright, I have to read the instructions. I will say they are amazingly light for the clarity of that too. These are... Oh, they feel like Zeos needs them. And how's the front? The front is all rubberized, so it's just like, boom, put them down. I have to figure out a better way to store these. Here's where the straps go. You know what? I'm starting to dig the momentary design of it. Anyway, back to reading. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Pasta, how you doing? You ready to go to Alaska? Wait, Pasta said a thing. Oh, she's got Kit Kats?
There's a child screaming like a dinosaur, but guess who found me today? Also, I gotta get my nails done. Look at how grown out they are. Oh God, what color should I do next? They're so nice.